I want to share with everyone the process we are working on to fill and revitalize the Grove Plaza Shopping Center that is currently very vacant with the closing of Rainbow Foods and the continued vacancy of the Home Depot location. Nothing frustrates me more than seeing this center sit empty and knowing we have viable tenants who want to move in but are having a difficult time dealing with the landlords who hold interest in Home Depot and Rainbow Foods. Just so everyone knows, the owner of the majority of the center, Howard Levy, who represents EBL&S, owns everything but for the Home Depot section of that mall. That particular section is owned directly by Home Depot. Neither of these owners are willing to work with each other to get the center filled. Each of them have the first right to refuse certain uses and physical changes to the center of the other's property. This has caused multiple development agreements to come to a screeching halt. In May of this year, we had an agreement between a very reputable developer and EBL&S regarding the restrictions on that center. This agreement was to be signed during our real estate trip to Las Vegas to bring new businesses to Cottage Grove. It was during this time that the future of Rainbow Foods came into question. Since there was a concern that Rainbow was not long for the world, the agreement fell apart. Since then, as we all know, Rainbow Foods closed and we now have two large vacancies in that center. A couple points of interest for everyone to understand. Both EBL&S and Home Depot continue to pay their taxes if the buildings are empty or not. Rainbow Foods continues to pay rent for their empty spot. They will continue to pay rent for another 2 years unless the spot is occupied before then. Now, what are we doing to get the center renovated and filled? I've spoken directly with the Home Depot real estate team and broker. I have also spoken with Howard Levy, who represents EBL&S. Mr. Levy was in town in mid-August to discuss his site and options to get it filled with council and staff. I am on the phone weekly with both parties to get something together. Home Depot has provided us a price range for sale, and it is entirely possible that the city could buy either end of the center to turn around and sell it to a developer. All options are on the table. I have personally asked Howard Levy to clean up the parking lot and landscaping for his portion of the center, removing dead bushes, trees, cleaning up the landscape, and so on. You will see this happen before fall. We have met with or contacted the various tenants who want to be in the center. I have a good understanding as to their desire to open a business in Cottage Grove and are waiting for the two owners to work together to get a development deal done. I am also asking for everyone's help and support to bring the grocery store Hy-Vee to Cottage Grove to fill one of the two empty spots in Grove Plaza. Feel free to drop Hy-Vee a message on Facebook to make sure they know how much we want them in Cottage Grove. They would be a great community partner that would bring value and additional business to Grove Plaza. I can tell you that Hy-Vee is looking at Cottage Grove. Your messages and letters to their office and their Facebook page is working. We are setting up a meeting with Hy-Vee in the next few weeks to visit Cottage Grove that will allow me to personally pitch our great city. Please help me bring this new business to town. We have some specific assurances from the two owners that they will work together with the city to facilitate a deal. Hopefully, by the end of October, we will have a development agreement in place and can finally get the center full for the first time in over 6 years. Thank you for your continued support and buying local. It does make a huge difference.